Okay, the current date is July 15th in London, Ontario. And I'm not sure if the camera is picking this up, but it is so tremendously yellow out here today. And I've been told all this is caused by smoke from big old fires way out west that are blowing the air. The wind blows the air. Well, you know what I mean. All the smoke, it gets blown all the way over here and just adds to the smoky smell and total yellowness to the environment. And just suddenly everything's just yellow. Everything is yellow. And it's like I said before, everything's yellow these days. Everything's yellow. Like, I understand bananas. I understand dandelions. I know natural things will be yellow, but everything artificial is also turning yellow because, it's a high visibility color. We need it for safety reasons. Yeah, we need things marked to grab people's attention. When they need to see something, they need to pay attention to for safety reasons. And even in video games, they stain things with yellow paint and markers to say, here, you gotta go here because we don't trust you and your ability to navigate the landscape. So we gotta mark things off. And then there's work equipment. My work equipment is also yellow because it needs to be high visibility. And that candy I ate was yellow. And everything's marked as yellow because they need it for safety reasons and for high visibility reasons, but everything turns yellow. Today, everything is yellow. Maybe that video game, Deus Ex Human Revolution, was correct in that the future is yellow. Everything is going to be yellow. Everything's a high visibility color. But the problem is, once everything's yellow, nothing will be. Once everything grabs your attention, nothing will. It's just like that supervillain plan from The Incredibles. Once everyone's super, no one will be. Nothing will be special anymore. Nothing will stand out. Because everything's going to be yellow in the future. It's just the video game predicted it. It was right. The future is yellow. Will there also be cyborgs? Hopefully. But everything is yellow today. There's a warm, smoky atmosphere about this, and they even warn people don't stay outside too long because if you have breathing trouble, you don't want to breathe in all that smoke. Everything is yellow. You know what? Thankfully, my work doesn't employ like strict uniforms or anything like that because you just know, at this rate, you just know someone would say, hey, let's have some black and yellow outfits and make you all look like a bunch of worker bees. I have no criticism with my work, though. But, could you imagine if someone actually did that and just... Oh, I've had uniforms before. I've had jobs that have uniforms, but... Oh, man. Worker bees. Building hives and making honey and stuff. And at least it's sugary sweet. But yeah. Everything is yellow today. Everything is yellow. It's like I said before, everything's turning yellow these days. And from what I remember the story, I have no mouth and I must scream. Ellen really despises the color yellow for very good reasons, as we all know. Oh dear. Everything is yellow these days. Everything's yellow. Everything is yellow. Well, it could be worse. I could be in a communist country That is what I do not like about this government. Everything is being read. Yeah. I remember that movie, Anastasia. This guy, he's trying to forge documents, passports, so he can leave the country, but they're like, nope, we use red pen today because it's the communist country and we have to use red, and like, everything has to be red these days. Oh. It's the Soviet Union, and they're like, where is your paperwork? Paperwork, please. Well, it's not a bad color, I guess, but it is overwhelming, is it not? Yellow, yellow, yellow. Always yellow every day and night. Oh, look. Another yellow one. Yeah. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. I pick up the phone. Yellow? Yellow? I pick up the phone. Like, no. And of course, The Simpsons are also yellow. Yeah. And Pac-Man is yellow. Munch, munch, munch. He hunches down on the pills and things. And then there was that episode of Sliders where everyone contracted a disease that turns people yellow. Oh no. Do you suppose there's a political party in Canada called the Yellow Party? Because I bet they'd be having a pretty happy day today. Oh my goodness. Is this what it feels like to be a bee? Is this what it feels like to be a wasp or a bumblebee, going to work, doing my job and working like a drone, and everything's yellow and golden? At least there's sweet, honey, tasty things to eat, I guess. That's a bright side. Yeah, that's the thing you have to remember about bees. This bug works harder than you. It's sad but true. This little bug works harder than you because it's a bee. It makes honey. It's hip to be square. Dun, 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 dun. It's hip to be square. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. You don't suppose YouTube's automated systems will identify that me singing the music like that? I mean, that's not possible, right? Oh, maybe it is. Like I know there's like copyright music detectors, but if I just sing out a song with my own voice, you don't suppose they could detect that? Well, who knows? And it was all yellow. Do 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 things you do. And it was all yellow. Do do. I don't even know that. They call me Mellow Yellow. Do do do. What a yellow day it is. Oh, you ever notice, like, in TV shows and such, when they want to film a scene and they want to instantly tell the audience it's Mexico, they just add this yellow filter over everything just to make it seem like it's warmer and such? But we're not in Mexico, we're in Canada. Even when I still listen to some Spanish music, it's still Canada. Whatever. I should mellow out.